In this video, we're gonna see how to use the API of Google's latest model called the Gemini 2.0 Flash Experimental using Python. Here, using the Gemini 2.0 Flash model, we can play around with the images. That is, we can edit the images using prompt. For example, if you want to remove the background of an image, you just have to upload the image and give you a prompt like replace the background with something else. You can give you a prompt similar to this, replace the background with Taj Mahal. It can be anything. And if you run this prompt, then the background will be immediately removed and replace it with the Taj Mahal. This is the power of using the Google's Gemini 2.0 Flash experimental model. So using this Gemini API, we're gonna build this web application. Here you can see this web application will take us the image from the user and it will also take a prompt from the user. So let me upload the image and show you directly what I mean. So let's upload the image now. So I'm gonna select this person image. So let's upload this, and for the prompt, I enter here a prompt like wear the sunglasses. This is our prompt. Let's see the Gemini 2.0 model will respond us. And you will have to click on the process image. You can see that now we got a new image that will contain the person with the sunglasses. Display image below here. You can see this is our new image that contains the person with the sunglasses. This is the prompt we mentioned, right? Wear the sunglasses for the person. This is what we get for the output. So we upload the image without the sunglasses and we enter a prompt like wear the sunglasses, and we got the image with the person wearing the sunglasses. So this is what we're gonna do in this video. So let's get started. So before you proceed ahead, I have already uploaded a video on Google's Gemini 2.0 Flash model. Make sure you watch that video before you watch this video, because in that video I mentioned all the features that you can use. So make sure you watch the video and continue after that. So if you want to know the power of the Gemini 2.0 model, so let me show you the glimpse. So this is the dashboard. Just head over to the website called the aistudio.google.com. This is the website. So if you go to the website, the dashboard will look similar to this, where you will have to log in using your Gmail account. I have a login using my Gmail account, and here you can type any prompt. For the prompt, I'm gonna ask like generate an image of a man walking with dog in Tamil Nadu. Click on this one icon now. Here you can see it will think for at least 3 to 5 seconds. Now we got the output. Here you can see a man with a dog, and we can change anything here. So I'm gonna ask a secondary prompt like change the background to Taj Mahal, and just click on this one icon now. It will replace the background for us with the Taj Mahal image. Here you can see now the background has been changed with the Taj Mahal. Isn't this amazing? We changed the background using the prompt only. We just give a prompt like change the background to Taj Mahal, and it did the job for us. Now you don't have to spend hours on Photoshop editing on a single image. You can use this Gemini model to get your output in just a few seconds. And we can explore more of features like, so I'm gonna ask you a prompt like make the person standing. Here you can see now we got the person which is standing, but still it is attached with the old image. The more accurately you give the prompt, the more your response will be. So this is a glimpse of the Google's Gemini 2.0 Flash model. If you want to upload the image, you can also select the plus icon and select the upload file. So let's try to upload this. So we can also remove the watermark from the image also. Here you can see I have uploaded a watermark text along with the lines. We can remove the watermark from this. For that, you just give your prompt like remove the watermark as well as the lines from the image. So isn't this amazing? Here you can see we remove the watermark text as well as the lines from the image. Here you can see this is the new image that is free of watermark as well as the lines. Isn't this cool? We just remove the watermark as well as the lines from the previous image in just a single prompt like remove the watermark and the lines. So this is all about the Google's Gemini 2.0 latest model. Let us see how to get the API key and interact with it Python and build a web page application based out of this. So let's get started. To get the API key, you can see an option like get API key on the left hand side. Just click on this button here, get API key. So if you see option like create API key, select that and select your project. In this case, Gemini, select that and click on create API key. It will generate the API key for us. Here you can see generating the API key. Now we got the API key. Let me copy this API key, and if you scroll down, you can see that I have already generated 3 API keys. So let me delete the one API key now. So this is you. So let me delete this. We don't want this anymore. Now we have the 2 API keys. So I'm gonna create a project folder now. For that, let me minimize this browser and let's go to the desktop and let's create a project folder now. Gemini Crazy, let's create this folder, and I'm gonna open this folder in Visual Studio Code. Let me open this folder in the VS Code. Here you can see now I have opened the folder in the Visual Studio Code. Let me create a Python file now. For that main.py. So inside this Python file, I'm gonna paste my API key. API key equal to, let's paste our API key that we have copied. Now we got our API key, right? So if you go to the Gemini's dashboard, you can see option called in documentation. Let me go to the Gemini console. Here you can see we have the option called the API documentation. Click on that. Here on the left hand side, you have the option called the image generation. Click on that. Here you can see they give you a code to generate the image. But I will show you how to do this step by step with an easy explanation. So make sure you continue watch the video. Below that, we also have the option called the image editing with the Gemini also. I will show you all the steps in this video in just easy way. So we will have to install a Python library so that we can interact with the Gemini model. To do that, open your command prompt or terminal. So let me open the terminal and type pip install Google Gemini AI. So this is the package that we need. We also need the pillow to interact with the image. So press enter. Here you can see now the library has been installed successfully. Now let me clear the screen and minimize this. So let's import the libraries that we have installed now. So from the Google, we're gonna import the Gen AI, and from Google.GenAI, we're gonna import the types. And from the pillow, we're gonna import the image class. So that's it. These are the three libraries that we need for now. So let's create our client now. That is authenticate that the API keys actually belong to us. Client equal to client GenAI.client. So inside this API key equal to password API key now. So that's it. Now we got the client right. We can create the response now. Before that, let's define a prompt variable now. So prompt equal to, so inside the parentheses, I'm gonna ask, give you a prompt like generate a 3D image of a man. So now we have the prompt right. We can get the response. So response equal to client dot models dot generate content. So inside this generate content, we'll have to pass series of parameters. The first one is the model. We'll have to select which model that we are using. Model equal to get the model name, you can go to the Gemini console or the dashboard. So let me go to the Gemini console and click on create prompt. Here you can see this is the model that we are using, right? So let me copy this model name. Here you can see here we have the model name. We will have to copy the model name and paste it here. But I will type it manually. Gemini hyphen 2.0 hyphen flash hyphen experimental hyphen image generation. So this is the model that we're going to use in this video. Now we have the model, right? Next we need to define our output type. So we'll have to select the image as well as text is our output type. Before that, let's also pass our prompt. So contents equal to prompt and config equal to. So now we have to pass the output type now. To do that, types dot. So we're gonna select the types class that we have imported now. So types dot, and we're gonna select the generate content config. Select that generate content config. So inside this, we need to pass our output type. So response model it is equal to, so we want the response in text as well as in the image format. So that's it. We select the text as well as the image format as our output type. Now we have the response, right? We can just print out our response now. So print response. So that's it. We can run this Python script to see if we got our image URL or not. Let me, so we got the error like authentication error. So there is no model called Gemini 2.0. So let me fix the error now. So this will be Gemini 2.0 now 2-0. Let's try to run this one more time. Now we don't get the error. Let's try to run this script now. Here you can see now we got the output in some bytes format. Here you can see this is just a bytes of an image. We will get the image in the bytes format. We will have to use bytes converter to convert this bytes into an image. This is just a base 64 format. We will have to convert that now. So we will deal with this later. So this is the output. Now we got the output successfully for the prompt generate a 3D image of a man. So let's try to convert this base 64 image now. For path in response.paths, response.candidates of, we're gonna select the 0 to candidate and select this content.paths. So inside this we're gonna check if there is any content available or not. So if path dot text is not none, that is if the data is present, then we're gonna just print this text. So path dot text, and we're gonna select another condition also, else if path dot inline data is not none, that is inline data is available, that is the bytes that we get that you say earlier on the base64, that is bytes data. So if that is present, then we're gonna get the image equal to, we're gonna use the image class from the pillow. So inside this we will have to pass that bytes. So image dot open, inside this open function we're gonna use a library something called the bytes IO. So from the bytes IO, from IO we're gonna import the bytes IO. So we will pass all the bytes that we get from the Gemini response to this image class now. So bytes IO, inside this bytes IO function we're gonna pass the response now. So path dot inline data dot data. So this will give us the bytes that we got from the Gemini 2.0 flash model. Now we got the image, right? We can set the image. So image dot save. So just give a name for your output. In this case, I'm gonna select ed dot png, and we can also show the image. To do that, just call the show method, image dot show. So this will display the image in the any browser. So that's it. Let's try to run this script one more time. So let me clear the screen and let's try to run this one more time. So this is the output that we got for our prompt. So this is not we want to write. Let me check the prompt. So wrongly enter a prompt like generate a 3D image of an image. This is not what we want, right? I should have asked generate a 3D image of a person, but instead of that, I ask a prompt like generate a 3D image of an image. This is why we get this an abnormal image. So let's try to give you a more structured prompt. So I'm gonna ask a more detailed prompt. How generate an image of an Afghan boy. We can also ask this prompt. So let me clear the screen and see if we got the output or we get a error. Since this is a explicit control, let's see if we got this output or not. Or if we don't get the output, then we gonna change the prompt, right? You can see that we get a error like none type object has no attribute pause. Sometimes Google just block out some text. You can see since I asked for an Afghan boy, it block out the response. So I'm gonna change the prompt to generate an image of a man walking with a dog in Tamil Nadu. Let's see if we got the response for this prompt. Let me clear the screen and let's try to run this one more time. This time we should get the response, and it will open the image in our default browser, and the image will also be seen. Here you can see a man with his dog in Tamil Nadu like location. We also got the image in this uh, same folder. Here you can see this is the image that we got. Explain this one more time. The model that we are using is the Gemini 2.0 flash experimental model, and we explicitly set the uh, generate content config to text as well as the image, and after that we are citing the bytes that we get from the response, and we pass the bytes to this bytes IO, and this will give us the bytes in a structured format, and then we pass the bytes to the image class from the pillow, and finally we save the image and display it using the show function. This is what we have done in this video. Asking a prompt and generate the image, right? We can also pass the image and ask a prompt to do something with the image. That we saw in the earlier part of the video. We upload image and ask a prompt like we are the sungrass, and we got the response appropriately. Now let me show you how to upload the image also. Proceed with that uploading an image. I'm gonna ask a prompt one more last time. That is generate an image of a man walking with a dog in Tamil Nadu and wearing a coat suit. Let's also change the output or name to man image.png. Let's try to run this one more time. Here you can see now we got the output. A man with a coat suit is walking with a dog in Tamil Nadu like location, and the image is also saved here. Here you can see this is the image that is saved in the PNG format. Now let me move ahead with how we can upload the image also and ask a prompt with it. So let me show you how to do that now. And after this, we're gonna show you how to build a web application based out of this. To do that, I'm gonna get the image now. So let me download a watermark image and let's upload this image and ask a prompt like remove the watermark from this image. I think I have already so let's try to download this image now. Here you can say I have already an image called the watermark.jpg. I'm gonna use that image now instead of downloading a new one. Let me go to the downloads and I'm gonna select that image. Here you can see this is the image that I was talking about. Here you can see this image contains the watermark text as well as the lines. Let's see if you can able to remove the watermark and the lines from this image. Let me copy this and let's paste it into our project folder now. Let me go to the desktop and select the Gemini and let's paste our image now. Now we can go to the Visual Studio Code. Here you can see this is the image. So we're gonna upload the image and ask a prompt like remove the watermark and the lines. So this is our agenda now. So image equal to let's define our location where the image is present. So image equal to so we're gonna use the image class again. Image dot open inside this pass where the image is located. Since both the Python file and the image are located in the same place, I'm gonna pass relative path only. So watermark dot jpeg. Now we got the image location right. We can pass along with the content now. So instead of passing the prompt only, I'm gonna pass the prompt as well as the image now inside a list. So that's it. You don't have to do anything. So you just have to change the prompt only now. So remove the watermark and the lines also. That's it. You just have to pass the image along with the prompt. That's it. You don't have to do anything other than that. Let me change the output name to watermark image.jpg or watermark remove.jpg. So that's it. Let's try to run this one more time. Here you can see now the watermark as well as the lines from this image has been removed successfully. So this image is also saved here. Watermark remove.png. Isn't this amazing? We remove the watermark as well as lines from this image and we got this image in HD format also. You can zoom it, the pixels is not breaking as well. Now let us see how to build a web application based out of this. To do that, I'm gonna copy all the code and let me go to the ChatGPT. So let's go to the ChatGPT now and let's paste the code here now. And then I'm gonna ask a prompt like create a Flash application for this. So create beautiful Flask application on this code. So that's it. You don't have to do anything. You just go to the ChatGPT and ask for help. So it will write the code for us now. You can see it is writing the Flash application for us. Let me copy all the things. Let me copy all the things from here to last and let's create a Python script now. App.py and let's paste our code now. And we also need the index file that is the HTML template. Currently this code don't have the option to get the input from the user. So we will have to ask the ChatGPT to include that as well. So have option to get the input from the user as well. So let's try to copy the latest code now. So while that is generating, we need a Flask, right? So pip install Flask. So now the Flask has been installed successfully. Let me go to the ChatGPT and let's try to copy this latest code now. The application that we are trying to build is simple. We upload an image and ask a prompt and the output will be generated based out on the prompt now. Let's paste the latest code now. So we need the index.html file, right? But to do that, I'm going to create a folder called the templates. Inside this folder, I'm going to create the index.html file. So inside this index.html file, we will have to paste the HTML code to do. So let's go to the ChatGPT and ask a prompt like write the HTML code for us. So let me copy the HTML code and let's paste the code here now. So that's it. Now we can start our Flask server. So Python app.py and press enter. So we get the error like Gen AI has no model calling configure. So actually we need to copy and paste the API key, right? Let me go to the main.py file and let's paste it into our app.py file. Now we got the API key and let's try to run this to see if the error is clear or not. Let me clear the terminal and try to run this one more time. Still we got the error. So the error is something to do. Let me fix it for you. So this is the two lines that caused the error. Gen AI.configure. We don't need this line. So actually in the main.py file, we using the we're using the Gen AI.climb instead of the Gen AI.configure. So we don't need the two lines also. Let me remove these two lines. So in this process image function, we're actually using the client now. Here you can say client equal to Gen AI.client. So that's why we don't need these two lines. So we can safely remove that. So that's it. We can OTP terminal and try to run the Python Flask server now. Here you can see now we got the Flask server. Let me open the server in the browser now. Here you can see now we got the web app now. Let's try to upload the image now. Let me browse the image now. Let's go to the download and I'm gonna select this image. So this is our image, right? So I'm gonna ask a prompt like uh, wear the sunglasses. So that's it. Just click on process image. So just give you a few minutes. It will give us the response now. Here you can see it is automatically downloading the image for us. Here you can see this is the man with your sunglasses. But we don't want the image to be downloaded. We want the image to be displayed on the page itself. To do that, let me go to the ChatGPT and ask a prompt like, let's go to the ChatGPT and ask a prompt like, or display the image in the browser itself. So let me copy the routes only. So let me copy from here up to the last. Let me copy this and let's go to the Visual Studio Code and let me replace this with the latest port and paste it here. That's it. We also have to replace the index.html. So we get the error like, let's also import the send from directory. So let me copy this and let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Let's also import this send from directory function. So that's it. Now we'll have to change the index.html file. Let's close this. If you scroll on here, you can see we have the index.html file. Let me copy this and let's go to the VS Code and let's go to the index.html file. Let me copy and paste the new code. So that's it. Let's try to run the Python script one more time. Let me go to the Flask app now. Let me clear all the old files. Let's refresh it and let's try to upload the image now. So let me upload the image. So I'm gonna keep the old prompt, wear the sunglasses and click on process image. It should display the image in the browser itself. Here you can see now we got the image in the browser as well. A man with a wearing the sunglasses. Isn't this amazing? We're using the Python to get this thing done. We upload the image and we give you a prompt and we got the response appropriately. Here you can see a man with your sunglasses. If you want to download this, just right click on it and select save file as. But I don't want to do that here. You want to extend this functionality of this, you can do that by just go to the ChatGPT and copy and paste the code and do the job for you. So this is it. This is how you use the API of Google's Gemini 2.0 Flash model. Isn't this amazing? You don't have to rely on the Photoshop anymore. You just have to upload the image and give your prompt and you got the output. So this is all about the Gemini 2.0 Flash model, and this is for this video and I will continue in the next one.